everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the vlog. So today we're going to do something a little bit different, still on the VW, but we're going to work on some other parts. So we're going to sort out my injectors because they need sorting. So we're going to do one live, and then I'm going to have a look at the side door that we need to sort out and the sill. So let's crack on and get on with what we need to do. Right, back on the caddy. So last week you saw me take the engine out and put it back in again because of the wiring, and I've got to do the wiring, but I'm not gonna torture you with another episode of me just wiring the vehicle. Okay, I'm probably gonna do that offline, but what I am going to be focused on today is the bodywork on this van. So you might have known, not all the rest of the older engine, so this seal here is proper dented in, so we're gonna have to replace that. What we're actually going to do is get that cut out and replaced, but we've also got some damage on this door and a little bit of scraping on this door. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about this door yet. I might just end up replacing it or getting it fixed. Just about the painting, that's the main thing. So I'm going to think about this one because it is very lightly damaged. It's not really badly done, so we might just get away with just doing a bit of body work on here and then painting that bottom panel just to give us some uniformity. This panel here, this is more severely damaged, and I could get this repaired, but the cost of repairing it against the cost of replacing the door, it's probably better me just to replace the door. So that's what I'm going to do. So to get the door off, what we're going to need to do is we've got three panels here. So basically one there, one up there. These are the easy ones. We're going to do those first, and then we've got the one at the end there. That's the challenging one. What we're going to do with that is swing the door out so we can get to the bolts at the back, and then we can then drop them down. So that's job number one we're going to do. Job number two, actually we're going to start the other way around. We're going to start off with this first. So going to be sorting out these injectors. I'm going to see if I can save these injectors. So we're going to give it a clean. That's what we're going to do. So we've got the ultrasonic cleaner out, and we've got some solution that's heating up there nicely. We're going to take the injectors apart one by one, stick them in the ultra clean, and then put them back together, and then we'll get on to the old door. So we'll do this first because I think this is the one that we can probably be more interesting, and then we'll see how we get on with this. So we want to see if this is still going to be good to go. We've got our oils and cans, etc., some diesel, so we can soak these in once we've given it clean, because what we don't want is these parts to rust. So it's really important that we get these cleaned properly. Right, let's start off with these then. We're going to take it apart and we'll talk you through the process. Right, okay, so injectors in. This is one of the injectors that I took off earlier. It's still dirty and grimy. So what we're going to do is we're going to give these a clean. This is not a tutorial to show you how to clean them professionally. This is just a light clean. So what we'll do is we'll put them into the ultrasonic bath we've got here to clean them up. Now, to take off the injector, it comes in several different parts. You've got the needle up here, you've got two pins and the spring. We're just going to inspect the spring. We're not going to take it out. We really want to be concentrating on the needle up here. That's the bits that we want to clean, and then this outer casing. We've got a seal down here. We're going to replace that seal with a new one, and then we have a copper washer. Again, we're going to replace that as well. So let's just take this off. Your 15mm long socket. We'll break the seal. Make this all that's nice and tight on the vise. Here we go. Okay, that's coming off nicely. Actually, what we'll do, we'll just stick him in here slightly. Slightly lower. Now that we've got him loose, we can put him lower down and you can see him better then. Okay. Actually, let me go and get my fast ratchet. Hold on a second. Okay, so that's the main body out. You can see that. Now we'll take off the top and then we should see our pins. Here we go, 2 pins. Be careful not to lose those pins, because if you lose those pins it's game over. Here we go, I just caught that. Did you see that? So that's the top of that one. That one's just came out. Okay, here we go. We just caught that as it was falling off. Right, so we've got 2 pins in there. See that? 2 pins. Those 2, those will come out like so. So we'll put all that in. We'll give them a bit of a clean up. I'm going to be very careful with that. Right, okay. Then we've got this bit here, the top, and then we've got the spring inside there. We're going to leave that spring in there. But what we are going to do is trying to get the needle out. There we go. Out she falls. So here's our needle, just falling out. Fortunately I've got a rubber floor, so we're just going to give them a physical clean. Okay. And then we've got our jets. So I'm just going to go and grab my WD-40 and see what the flow's like. Okay, let's push them through. Let's see what she looks like. Oh yeah, spray's alright. Yeah, that's alright. Okay. So we'll put them all in the basket. That bit in there as well. So that's the 2 pins. We'll put that in there as well. And that collar. And then we'll stick them in there. And then we'll give them a clean for about 30 minutes, and then we'll see how we'll come back. Okay, so there's all our bits. We'll stick her in this cleaning solution, and then we will turn on our temperature, which is set to 50 degrees, and then we will turn on for half an hour, I reckon. 30 minutes will do it, and then we'll check it after 30 minutes. This thing makes a heck of a noise on camera, but you'll see what happens. And there you go, she's on. So we'll leave that to simmer for about half an hour, then we'll come back. Hear the noise that comes back on, don't you? You can hear the noise on the camera. Alright, let's go and take a look at the door. Right, let's work on this door. Let's get this door off so we can then, take the door off. Right, so once you get these 2 off, then you need to swing it out, and then you've got these 2 bolts here which hold this piece in. So we'll undo those, and then the whole door will come off, and we'll probably spectacularly crash. But let's what I'll do, I'll stick the camera behind and you'll see me take it off, or maybe I won't. Let's see how we go. You know what, actually that wasn't too bad. So basically, there you go. And I think the rollers on here are just, I find, yeah, they're alright. They're absolutely fine. Good, so, and this one here I think is okay too. And that one there we've taken off, which is just here. That just goes under there like that. And you can see that rolls around and just sits in there like that. Alright, so door's off. So what we're going to do is just replace that door. We'll keep it for the furniture just in case the new door doesn't come with anything like the latches, etc. But other than that, we'll replace that door and then we're good to go. This door has got a mechanical lock. You can see the lock here, but we never had the keys when it was supplied, so no point in keeping that. Alrighty, let's get back to our cleaner and see how we're going. Yeah, it's going it's going well. You can see the dirt in there already, can't you? Get some light in there and you can see that it's cleaning up already. So it's doing its job. What we have to be careful of is that we don't leave it in there that the parts begin to rust. And when it comes out, what we'll do, we'll give it a good lubrication, then we'll probably soak it in some diesel. And then we'll start the assembly. I've got the second injector in here now, ready to be disassembled. But yeah, we'll let that finish its job and then we'll come back and see how we're doing. Okay, so the cycle's finished and we've taken the bits out and soaked them in diesel and oil. I just actually squirted some WD-40 through and we're getting a much better flow through the nozzles. So before we was getting a flow, but now it's better, trust me. So we'll do the same with the other two and then we'll put them back together and see how they look. But pretty pleased with the result on this one so far. The old cleaner is doing its job. And while I've been doing that, I've actually been having to go up pulling out the seal, and as you can see, the seal is coming out. So I'm pretty pleased with that. We managed to pull quite a bit out. This was right in. It's now coming out. Basically we're just drilling and then pulling, and then what we'll do is we will weld them up after and then just give it a nice coat of paint, and that should look pretty good. It's not going to be perfect, not aiming for perfection. This is a van and that is concealed. It's more of a case of just making this look decent for what it is. So I'll carry on doing that and we'll come back. I might even show you, actually yeah, I will show you a little bit. Alright, so yep, that's come out better. It's a lot better than it was. So now I will probably do the rest of this offline because it's a bit holy, but it won't be when we finish. So it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be so much more better than what it was, and that's the main thing, that it's no longer crushed. Okay, right, let's wrap up this video for this week. Oh, let's take a look at the injector actually. Okay, let's get this injector back together. So we got our parts that have been soaking in oil, in diesel. So first thing is first. So we're going to put our pin back in. Okay, so that's our injector that goes in there like so. We then got our pins, and they go in on the top like so. Okay, wrong way around. So put him in the middle there, and then that goes on like next. Alright, here we go. Okay, then we get our pin. So make sure that our pin goes in like so. There we go, pin's in and sitting in comfortably. So it should be able to come back out easily, and ours does, which is good. Okay, and then we line the pin up. So there's a little hole there on the top here, and then there's 2 holes here. We line these up. Okay, and then we put our top on, and then that screws in, and then we torque him up. There we go. Okay. Then we get our okay, and then we torque him up to the range that he should be, and then that should be it. I'll put the torque ranges in the bottom here because I need to check it, because I just want to make sure that I've got it right. So rather than me say, I'll put it down the bottom what it should be for the caddy. Alright, then we're going to replace the washer here. So we've got a little rubber gasket here, and then we have a copper one that goes on the top here. So all of those will be replaced before this goes in. Then we'll give it a little bit of oil just to help it go down in the valve, and then that is it. All good. Like I said, this is a light service in comparison to what you will get if you send this away to a shop. The shop will do a complete strip down. We're not doing that. We're just cleaning the tip so we get a better flow. But that's no guarantee that this is going to be any better. It might even be worse, who knows. But hopefully this gives you some idea of what goes on inside an injector. And a little disclaimer, this is in no way a tutorial. This is just a guide that I've used in the past and that has worked for me. So hopefully it will help you to understand the in and outs of an injector. Alright, I think that's about it for this week. Alright, so we've got the door off, so we'll be ordering a new door this week. I need to order some new seals for the injectors as well, because you need new seals to go in, and the bolts as well, because they are stretch bolts. So we'll order some new ones of those, and that's the reason why we never got them on the van this week. So next week we'll be reassembling the injectors, and hopefully we'll be doing that first start. So a lot done this week. We are getting there, slowly but surely we are getting there. So don't forget, if you are a casual viewer, click on the subscribe button and the bell notification so you're notified whenever we release a new video. And of course, we'll see you next week on the next one.